Ow! Mom, the dog's biting my finger. Ow!
Hi, Bumby.
Ow! Ow! Are you being a dog? Yes.
Oh, now she's getting Jerry. Will you pick up all those towels that Olivia drug and put on the floor?
The dog's laying on now. Ow! I want water from the dog's head. Where's Jerry?
Jerry, look out. Is that funny, Bumby?
Don't bite my eyes! Zoe, no!
All right, 5 days of having a new puppy, and I think we're getting outside for most potty trips now. We're teaching her how to ring the bells on the door to go out. We're having less accidents. Super exciting. She's such a good puppy, you guys. She's so sweet and playful, but she's still pretty calm. She loves following the kids around outside and playing with them. Hi, Miss Zoe. Hello, Miss Zoe. You're like a polar bear.
Yeah,
You're so
she's
stinking
really
cute.
puppy.
Lola is not the biggest fan. No, not on me. Okay, put her down. I don't want her to get hurt. Hello, Olivia. Olivia loves her, and she's super good with her. She hasn't knocked her over or anything. She's super calm. Jerry, you're gonna end up knocking her over. Good grief. The house is a little more chaotic with 3 dogs.
And a kitty.
And a kitty. And we are kind of nervous to see how large this dog will be. Everybody who came over yesterday and met her was like, oh goodness, she's probably gonna be a big dog. But she's so precious, she's so cute, and she's doing so good. It's so cute. Jerry loves playing with her. They're playing now. Oh gosh, if I can catch him. So, Lola, not a fan of playing with her, but at least Jerry enjoys having a friend. Oh, here comes Lucy.
Oh, where's
Crazy critters.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
So, we were up this morning, did Bible. Hey, Pickle Baby. Did Bible, we're reading through Isaiah. One of my favorite prophet books to go through. You brush your teeth? Can you put on clothes today? You never got dressed yesterday. You've been in the same pajamas for like 2 days now. Honey, we have to put on fresh clothes every day. Lily, you need to brush your teeth and get dressed too. I think that should be a video all in its own. Homeschool families and how you deal with getting your kids to actually get dressed and brush their teeth every day. I think it's a common issue we struggle with. Oh goodness, careful guys, Jerry. Knocking over the baby. So we've got to get some schoolwork done, get some stuff done. House is pretty much clean and picked up. We had our good weekend with everyone. I just ran my mop this morning with Puppy, and it's been raining. It's not raining today, but it was raining all day yesterday, poured last night. Everything is a muddy swamp outside, and it's supposed to rain all week long. I feel like we live in the Pacific Northwest right now with all of this rain. You guys can go play outside, but please stay out of the mud. The mud is out of control. The chicken pen needs to be fixed up a little bit, but it's just going to rain so much more. I really don't know what to do. These poor chickens, it's just mud, which it doesn't seem to bother them. I just feel bad and want to try to make it not so muddy. We have a couple chickens that are laying, new chickens that are laying, so even more eggs coming out. No, Daddy went out there, and there's 2 new eggs that are like the soft egg when they first start laying sometimes. So we've got a new chicken, or a couple chickens laying. No, it's, you know, the real soft ones where the shells
Yeah.
kind of break. It's like that.
Were we able to save it?
No. And we had so many eggs that we sent our friends Lex within his season vlog and her husband and their kids. We sent them home with like 3 dozen eggs because we have so many eggs. We still have more. Daddy's already brought in like 2 or so this morning. Hey. All right, we are gonna try to get stuff done. Husband and I have some ministry meetings and stuff today. We've got some podcasts to get done. You guys, we are turning out podcasts like crazy. I think him and I could just sit down and do those all day long. What? What? What is it, bud? Look at you. You're so cute. Look at that cute little bunny. And crazy puppies. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. You just want to watch yourself? Oh, goodness, Zoe. Leave her here. Get him, Zoe, get him.
He's scared
Anyways.
of her.
Oh my goodness. We are going to try to get some of this stuff done. Hopefully. Maybe. Or we'll just sit here and watch the puppy all day. Puppy, baby, and chickens. That should be our new YouTube channel. Critters and babies. Huh. That's what we got going on over here. And Lola, who's sleeping through it all and could care less. Huh, Lola. My baby. Mama's baby. Yes. Okay, let's just be for real here for a minute. So, for us, when school gets crazy and kind of just going with the seasons, we typically, I've noticed, start our school year off in the fall super by the book, right? That's when we really cram in a lot of stuff. And then for us, wintertime, we start to move a little bit slower. She's a loud drinker. We get a little bit slower come wintertime, I notice. Our days are quieter, more relaxed. We just kind of change our pace a little bit. We rest more. We spend more time reading books, cuddling, watching movies, things like that. And then come springtime, especially the more we're doing with the chickens and gardening and trying to grow more of our own food and things like that, we just want to get outside. We just want to do things. And so anything that's like a specific sit down with a book kind of goes on the back burner for us, especially at the beginning of spring, because we're just ready to dive into projects. It's kind of how things typically go. So our days are looking less structured, like in a typical sense of school. But I think it's worthwhile to share this journey. I feel sometimes like I look at what other families are doing, and so that comparison trap, right, kind of kicks back in where I'm like, gosh, I'm really sucking at this homeschool thing. I'm dropping the ball. I kind of beat myself up over it. But then I see that my kids, they're learning and they're enjoying and we're doing stuff together as a family. And why am I beating myself up? Because I'm not doing what, you know, this picture in my head of what we're supposed to do, you know, and we're not measuring up to others. You know, so I start beating myself up for that. And so I was like, you know what? Let's just share this on here because I'm not going to beat myself up over it. I am going to recognize that it doesn't have to look like what I might feel or I might think is portrayed that somebody else's homeschool looks like. I am going to do what is best for our family and for my children. So I'm going to adjust a little bit because there are some things I still want to make sure that we're kind of checking off, but I can adjust that. It doesn't have to even look like what it looked like in the fall. I can adjust that and make it look a little bit different for our family because we want to really, we have been praying and praying and praying for God to allow the provisions for our family if doing certain things is what he wants from us. And it seems to be like we are getting these provisions. We want to be doing more with the property, with raising these chickens, possibly getting to sell eggs that come from chickens that are living their best life and being taken care of, and really getting to do all the little chickeny things that God created them to be able to do, and not just, you know, locked up in a barn all day and all these horrible things that so much of our food that we get, it just comes from horrible circumstances, which is disgusting, and we should stand up against it. So maybe, you know, getting to do more of this. Another thing we really prayed for were the provisions. I've talked about it a little bit in our Mary More Than Martha series, I think is where I did it, but my friend Lex even brings up the point that I am usually one that Brandon and I, in 18 years of being married, have lived in 16 homes. Since we've moved into this house here, this is the longest we've lived anywhere, like across the board. It's been 3 years. In every home that we've moved into, I like ceiling to floor, redo everything. I paint everything. I update light fixtures. I mean, I usually have been Miss in every single home we've lived in. The whole house is like, when we move in, we completely redo the whole thing. Everything is like magazine ready. Like, that's usually been what we've done. And for me, I realized that that's one of my idols. That's one of my problems that I needed to address. And so when we moved into this house, I did nothing. And this was our first house we've lived in that genuinely does need some cosmetic love. And when we moved in, it was like a rental as is, but it was the property and being out in the country that we wanted. So we were fine with it. We're totally cool with it. And it was a good time for me to really detox from my obsession with all things home. And like, before Joanna Gaines was a thing, like, that was so me and just what I loved and was really good at and would help and do other people and other things and stuff. And it just really took over, and home became my idol. Having this perfectly done up house became my idol. And you look at things like now, you know, Chip and Joanna Gaines and HGTV and all of this stuff, Pinterest and all of these, you know, mom blogs and other YouTubes and stuff like that. If you want to get big ratings and big stuff, just go into home decor and fixing up your home and making your home this beautiful, you know, photo worthy place. And that is such an idol right now in many of our lives. And so we had been praying, though, I don't know if we'll get to stay living at this home or if God has something else for us that he wants us to go do. But we were thinking about it, and this home really does need so much, just really honestly simple cosmetic things. And we were like, you know what? I really would like to pray for the provision that whether we get to stay here or we end up moving here soon, as a thank you to our landlords who have been so amazing to us as we're leaving our business and living this life by faith and going into this ministry full time and all of this stuff, we wanted to do some projects to kind of fix up the house a little bit. One, yeah, it would be nice for us to get enjoy, but two, it would be really nice to put this into this home for them, so that if in the future we do end up moving, we would be leaving behind a home that is going to be in a much better position and condition than it was when we moved in here. So that was really important. And it looks like we're kind of getting some of those provisions, you guys. I'm trying to stay very simple with it, very basic, and doing kind of like bare necessity type things. But it looks like God is providing those provisions as far as, you know, just some paint and simple little things to do. And again, kind of with springtime running in, I'm really excited to get to work. I like being busy. I like having projects, and it looks like I've got a lot of them coming up. Anyways, my point in all of big old burp, crazy baby. My point in all that being that, are you tired and cranky? You can fuss this whole time. Don't fuss this whole time. My point being that we have a lot of projects that I want to work on and do. And so if we're going to do more vlogs, obviously that's the content that I have to record, which will look a little bit different, especially coming off of our 100 days of homeschool. Fussy baby. Kid just wants her brother. She's so stinking cute. She's throwing a fit 'cause she wants Trav. My point being that if we're going to be doing, you know, more vlogs and things like that, a lot of it is obviously going to be around the things that we're doing. Makes sense. But I guess I just wanted to say that I'm trying to really pray over and check myself, because I don't want this to become about, look at what we're doing, look how photo worthy this is, look how much effort and time and resources we're putting into these material things of this world that are all going to burn, right? Like, it's not that you can't have a nice home, that you can't have things in your home that are clean and pretty and nice. I mean, that's not the point at all. But I don't want our focus and our attention to in any way get caught up in that and not keep our focus. And I want it to be very clear that anybody who stumbles upon these videos and everything that we do, for them to see that our heart and our focus is on Christ and not things of this world. So it's like, obviously we're trying to get these things done. We're going to have to be kind of tearing the house apart, sanding stuff, fixing things. When we moved here, I mean, there was like holes in walls. You can tell this home has just been an abused rental home for so long, and it just needs some love put back into it, because I think our home, especially when we homeschool, when we work from home, doing ministry out of home, there are certain things that, yeah, your home should be decent and nice and a place of just, great, just a great place to come and gather and to host and to do all of that. But I feel like it just so quickly goes from a simple project to becoming this idol status, where we're just obsessed with having this, keeping up with trends and perfect home and having everything staged just right, and then nobody can touch it. At least that is something that I know I've struggled with for a very long time. So we're going to be putting some paint up on the walls and fixing up holes and things that have had issues. And I want our home to be a place that is inviting and is very, just has a great calming presence about it, and maybe have a few less holes in the wall. But I just don't want it to look like that the switch and everything is gone to be about that, because that's not what is important, and it's not what our focus is. I'm actually going to sit down with Brandon later today. We've got a podcast to record, and then him and I will be sitting down to go over. I've kind of pulled together the supplies that we will need for these different things to get fixed and done. But I want to sit down and make sure that usually he just hands everything over to me, and I just go and buy what I need and do whatever I need to do. And I take care of those things because I enjoy doing that. But I told him, I said, I want to sit down and tell you what I'm thinking and the projected cost, the projected time, resources, all of that. And I want him to pray about it and give me green light, red light. Let me know what's good, because I don't want to be getting, crazy with anything. We want, obviously, every resource that we get in goes to how can we help other ministries? What can we do? Who can we serve? Who can we provide for? And all of that. And then we kind of take what's left over, what do we need, and what do we need to work on and to do. So it's so much, and we're trying to make sure that we do the best job with it. We are the best stewards that we can be. There's no clear-cut, simple answer, so it's just so much to take in. So we will be sharing more of that stuff. I'm really excited to share, we want to get gardening, get some more chickens, do some more stuff like that, set up a better setup for our chickens to really start, producing eggs, and trying to figure out selling our eggs and things like that. But the home stuff really is going to have to start happening. We've got to get the stuff done. I need to be taking cabinet doors off and sanding and fixing. So many of our drawers are broken and they're hanging on by a thread. We need to take those out and get them fixed. Lots of little things like that if I'm going to still be recording, are inevitably going to have to make it into the videos. Especially doing these videos and doing these things, I know that if I really wanted to focus on upping our subscribers and doing all of the stuff if I really went into how I'm fixing up our ugly rental home for a very small amount of money, I could totally post that out there and really up our social media and YouTube game, if we wanted to do that. But I don't want to do that. So on one hand, I don't want to record any of it whatsoever. But if I'm going to be recording stuff and I'm going to be doing daily vlogs, which I know you guys get on me all the time because you want to see more of them, which is cool. Thank you. That's so sweet that you guys even want to see that. I'm going to do that, but I'm working on these other projects at the same time. Inevitably, they're going to collide to some degree. So that's out there. I don't know. If you think of me, just help me pray about it. It seems silly, and I know there's so many bigger things in the world, but I just want to make sure that I'm not doing wrong in this. I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't want to mess it up. I know things are going to collide. I think there is some ways that we can share and be genuinely helpful with things of like our home and stuff like that. But I really want to watch myself that we're not going over that grayish hazy line that isn't completely clear cut also. So I don't know. That's my spiel, I guess, for the day. I am going to go cook up some lunch for these peoples, and the kids are happy playing, and they've got the puppy, and she's just so cute to watch them romp all around the property with the chickens and the puppy. And it's just, this is, I feel like, what my inner self has been longing for so many years. And watching kids run around with puppies and chickens on our property is just so awesome. But I'm going to go do that. And then my husband has been dying over some recent headlines that he has been just reading. And if he doesn't podcast on them soon, I think he might explode. Like literally his whole body might just explode if he can't get this out. So we are going to go sit down and we are going to podcast on that later today, because it is just killing him to see people take Christ and take scripture and just destroy it on these huge national levels. So I think we're going to be discussing that here very shortly. So lunch, podcast, maybe get some other stuff done today. Hopefully we'll see. It's our only day of even like somewhat sunshine outside. So I want to try to be as productive as possible, because for the next like 5 days after this, it's supposed to be nonstop rain, which means our basement's going to flood, which means a ton of work downstairs in the cold, wet basement trying to get the water out. And then it's hard to be productive, I think, when it's just rainy and cozy and foggy and stuff out. So I'm going to try to knock it all out today. We'll see. Hopefully it happens. Kind of doubt it. Okay, so we keep getting eggs like crazy, and we found some funny spots where the birds lay. Hold on, Jerry boy. And my husband has said on multiple occasions, I need to go down and check the barn, because I bet you anything, there are oodles of eggs down there. So Lily just came running up. Daddy just went down to check the barn. And sure enough, 20? Just one spot? Hi, puppy. Hi, Zoe. Oh my goodness. So down in the nasty old barn with oodles of junk that we need to get a dumpster so we can get it all thrown away. There was stuff in here when we moved here. There's just all kinds of stuff. And we need to get a dumpster so we can get rid of all of it. Apparently, the chickens are setting up camp and have found new laying spots. Oh my goodness. Count them here. Very carefully. Put them in the... Here, set them in the basket.
4.
Don't hold them like that, Lily. You're going to drop them.
It's alright. I'll hold these ones.
Here. So how many do we have?
We have 4 here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Oh my goodness. Set them in here.
I'm just gonna hold. No, I
Okay, hold it with both hands, because that's not on the center and they'll all fall out.
I'm just
14 more eggs.
No, not 14.
Can you believe that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, 14 more.
Little Zoe is just following Virginia.
Come on, Mom. I'm gonna crack it.
Look how cute she is.
Come on, let's go.
So 14 more eggs down in the barn on an old beanbag chair that was in there. Brayden goes, well, we'll just clean out the barn and just fill it with beanbag chairs for all the chickens. Apparently they like that, huh? Oh my goodness. All right, Daddy and I nearly finished podcasting. We've got to go get on a phone call with another family ministry, which I'm super excited to chat with.
Baby, did you pop these things out? Is it you or your
Are you checking for more eggs anywhere else?
Pop eggs. Zoe, she might have been the champion. She might have
Look at Zoe chasing the chicken. She was so good with them though. Alright, I'm gonna take Jerry boy in, go finish this stuff up with Dad, but I had to show you guys all of the eggs. That is so stinking cool. Chickens are so awesome. Look it, guys. We gave away 3 dozen or 4 dozen. No, we gave him 4 dozen eggs yesterday. Gave away 4 dozen eggs yesterday. And look, these are full too of all our eggs. These girls, man, they are cranking them out. We need better egg holding materials because everything we have is running over. Look at the size of some of these eggs. Look at this one. So that one compared to like this size, look at that difference. They are so stinking good. Does anybody want farm fresh eggs from Super Happy Chickens? Because we will hook you up. Alright guys, podcast is done. I think we might redo it though. I don't know, praying about it. Got a chat with the family over at Rapture Awareness. Love them, such great hearts. People just focusing on Jesus, right? Isn't that what we all need to be doing? So glad we got to chat with them. It's now dinner time, so I need to put that together. Laundry that hasn't get put away. Our girls, I don't know if you can see them, but they're out here. See her kind of back over there. They're out there with the puppy just playing and having a time enjoying themselves since it's slightly warm today before it starts raining tomorrow. But I think we'll probably finish this up. I need to deal with some stuff here. We have so many eggs again. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We will have a podcast going up Tuesdays and Thursdays. Then we do videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then Saturday we have our YouTube lives at noon where we hang out and chat about different things. I usually share some questions on Instagram, Minimalist Homeschool on there for just the various topic of the week. And then Sunday mornings now we have our Bible study. So if you want to come, pull out your Bible and sit with us, just hang out as we're just reading through the Bible. We're starting in the Gospel of Matthew, but it is our goal to just read through the entire Bible with everybody and just keep doing that as long as God will have us. So we have that coming up on Sunday, and then new website, so many things that we are working on and praying over. So we appreciate it if you guys think of our family and want to pray for us as we are kind of living by faith and going through and doing all of these different various things. But thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you all whenever we see you all next. Bye.